Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Garcia and today I'm going to be discussing the problems of human trafficking. Human trafficking has become a big problem around the world today with all types of races, and it's all over the world, and there's not really anything people could do right now to prevent it because most people don't even know that it's happening right in front of them. But human trafficking does come with a lot of risk factors that come from it, such as there being mental health issues and other pretty big health factors that come with it. But today I'm going to be discussing three of those main health factors. One of them being mental health issues with the survivors who are found and brought back to safety, and also labor trafficking and child trafficking. First, let's discuss mental health issues with human trafficking. According to mental health service responses, human trafficking goes on all around the world, and luckily there are survivors who do come back, but they come back with severe mental issues. But usually before they get trafficked, they come in contact with mental health issues in their workplace and also in their living conditions. It was said by Domini in 2015. For the victims who were brought back from wherever they were around the world, they were given health screenings to see what was wrong with them. Most of them came back with mental health issues, seeing from what they experienced while they were out there. They, once given the health screenings, the healthcare workers noticed that they had short attention spans and did not really engage in conversation with the healthcare workers. But now, healthcare workers are starting to come more into contact with victims who were human trafficked. So, with the healthcare professionals that came in to speak with the victims who were trafficked, they tried talking about them, about their experiences and what they've seen out there. But it was also very hard for the victims to talk about what they experienced because of what they've seen. It was very traumatizing to them. So they were very blatantly explaining it. They weren't really talking as much. So it was harder for the healthcare professional who was evaluating them to help them out with their problems that they were having. They can't just remove the stress and trauma from their body, but it is a difficult subject to touch on when they're talking about it. But over time, they monitor the patient to see how they are, but mostly they were just not engaging in conversation, just very quiet, very still looking. Second, let's talk about labor trafficking. According to Human Trafficking, made by Feingold in 2005, human trafficking has a lot more to it than just the name. There are a lot more different aspects that come into it, such as labor trafficking. Labor trafficking is when people are taken away from their hometowns and brought to anywhere around the world or anywhere in general to do hard labor. That is when they have to do excruciating work that is very painful on their bodies and they get injured. But also, if they do not comply, they could also get physically abused, and hence when the survivors are found and brought back, they have very major health issues physically. But this usually happens in highly populated areas, for example, Africa. So imagine being in your hometown and just to be taken for years possibly, and just to be stuck doing hard labor. And on top of the pain from being taken away from your families, the people who took them had absolutely no care for them. So they had horrible working conditions, they were treated poorly and physically abused, and then once they were done with them, they would just leave them there. And hopefully they would get found again. But fortunately, most of them did, and they were brought back and to the hospitals to get assessed and health screened. Lastly, let's discuss child trafficking. Unfortunately, this is a part of human trafficking, but also it is very harmful to the children also because they are sent to do stuff other than labor also. A lot more other gruesome activities they have to be doing. But fortunately for the ones who are found by the government or other officials or civilians, they are taken to a police station to be fingerprinted. This was how they were able to get relocated to their families and back home. But unfortunately, some of them were not able to get found, but this is still a growing problem in today's world. A solution that we could come up with for this particular problem in the world is having more security over the borders, which so they could do more thorough checks through large trucks just to make sure that there is no trafficking happening, and also stronger police enforcement to make sure that there's no wrongdoing of this happening. Today, I discussed with you guys human trafficking and the mental health issues that come along with it, labor trafficking, and child trafficking. Unfortunately, this is a growing and big problem around the world today, which still happens. But a way to overcome this could be to get a better security system, also better health screenings for the survivors who are found so that they don't have to endure the trauma that they have for long periods of time, because it does affect other aspects of their health. Also affecting them to get jobs because they are out of it and they have a short attention span, also because of the traumatizing things they had gone through while being away. But finally, just be sure of your surroundings, be safe, because this could happen anywhere in the world, and it also has happened here in California, which because we are the border state to Mexico, but it does happen frequently. So, and also you could maybe save someone else's life. You never know. Thank you.